15 minutes on the clock. The next 15 minutes uninterrupted basketball talk of what just happened yesterday in the NBA with some NBA All-Star voting. So here we go. 15 minutes on the clock, and the 15 minutes start right now. Alrighty, just 4 games on in the NBA last night. We had one bet going, not a spread, but we had a little bit of a prop bet. Chris Paul over 9.5 assists. Did he get to that 10? We'll talk about it when we get to that game. But here we go. First game up here. Celtics at the Knicks. And man, oh man. Celtics were winning the entire game. And then the fourth quarter came and the Knicks came back. Well, really the second half came and the Knicks were coming back. And the Knicks play spoiler, I guess. They come back and win 105-108. Crazy. Tons of things to talk about here in this game. But let's talk about the ending of the game first. Here we go. Celtics down 2 points. Jason Tatum hits a nice mid-range jumper to tie it at 105 apiece. Clutch Jason Tatum, bango bango. Gave a little bit of a look to the crowd because he's in Madison Square Garden like, yeah, I do this. He was feeling himself, but then RJ Barrett came along and said, hey, this is my house. And with 1.5 seconds left off the inbound pass, RJ Barrett tied at 105, a 3 over Jason Tatum, who just hit the game-tying shot, who just gave a little bit of a snarl to the Madison Square Garden courtside crowd, and RJ Barrett with the game winner, RJ Barrett. And man, oh man, Jason Tatum, he went from the top of the top. He hit the game-tying shot. He was feeling good about himself. He was going to go into overtime and, do his thing in overtime to get the win, but he went from the hero of the game to another loss for the Celtics team. And Jason Tatum, he's almost given up all of hope just on that one shot by RJ Barrett last night, because after the game, Jason Tatum says, quote, "In the grand scheme of things, I look back to those years when we were going to the conference finals, and it makes you really appreciate those moments because it's hard. It's not easy. Early on in my rookie year, I thought it was normal. Jason Tatum has had so much success young, early with this Celtics team, but we know this year, this Celtics team is just so bad, folks, and another loss, and now Jason Tatum is all in his feelings, and we'll see how he can recover from this, and how the Celtics as a team can recover from this. Jeez Louise. So now let's get into the stats here. Let's start here with the Knicks, and Evan Fournier, he only shows up when he's facing his former team, the Celtics. Man, oh man, Evan Fournier had a fantastic night. 41 points, career high last night. A plus 18 on the floor, the highest of the squad. Evan Fournier was a plus 18. RJ Barrett, who hit the game-winning shot, he was only a plus 1, folks. So this tells you how much of an impact Evan Fournier had all throughout this game. Really the reason why they won last night, but RJ Barrett hit the game-winning shot, so we still give him credit. But Evan Fournier, 41 points, 8 rebounds. Man, oh man, 10 of 14 from 3. 71% on 14 shots from the 3, folks. I mean, why does it take against the Celtics for Evan Fournier to go beast mode? And then every other time he faces any opponent, garbage team, great team, he flounders big time. Man, oh man, why we still really can't buy into this Knicks team. Then we had Julius Randle, 22 points, 8 rebounds, and RJ Barrett, 13 points, hit the game-winning 3. Bingo, bango, they get the win. Also, let's shout out Emmanuel quickly off the bench. 16 big ol' points coming off the bench. And then for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum in the starting lineup, folks, and another loss. Classic Celtics. They've got to do something at the trade deadline, and we'll see. Maybe Jason Tatum maybe forces a trade. I don't see him doing that, but I would give him clearance to do that. Absolutely. I mean, this Celtics team, they've got no plan moving forward. They got the new head coach from this season, Ime Udoka. So there's no plan here, and Jason Tatum's a fantastic superstar. He could be the number 1 on a team, he could be the number 2, and he could be the number 3 superstar on a team to kind of build around. But this Celtics team, they've got nothing. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they don't play cohesive together. They don't translate the wins when it's really them two alone having to get it done on a nightly basis. So this Celtics team must do something quick if they want to salvage this season, or if they're just going to kind kind of stick with what they've got here. Jason Tatum, 36 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. A nice night by him. Hit the game-tying shot. Just unfortunate. Got beat. Jaylen Brown, 16 points, 7 rebounds. Marcus Smart at the 1, 14 points, 5 assists. And then Robert Williams, who's had some solid games this season, some not so solid games like last night. He had 6 points and 9 rebounds, which is okay, but a minus 12 on the floor, getting beat all night last night. And then we have Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench. A nice performance by him, 20 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Just unfortunate, RJ Barrett called game. So the Knicks get the win 108-105. All right, then we get the Pistons at the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies blow them out 118-88. Ja Morant still doing his thing, 22 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Getting it done in every facet of the game. We have Dylan Brooks, 18 points, 5 assists. Steven Adams, 2 points. Hey, that's what we know about him. And 14 big old boards. And then Jaren Jackson Jr., 11 points and 6 rebounds. Solid contribution off the bench here by Brandon Clark, 11 points. And Tyus Jones, 14 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. So once again, the depth here of the Grizzlies is great. And Ja Morant still getting it done at the guard position. 22 points, 6 assists, and 9 rebounds. And then for the Pistons, once again, no Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey, their best player out there, and he only put up 3 points last night on 9 shots. Womp, womp. Hamidou Diallo, 12 points on 12 shots, not terrible. He was the second leading scorer of the squad with 12 points, if you can believe that. Cade Cunningham, 12 points, 6 assists, and then Saban Lee getting it done off the bench, 14 points, but it's not going to get it done like we know. So Grizzlies still hot, hot, hot. Yes, sir. They get the win 118-88. All right, then we get the Warriors at the Pelicans, and the Pelicans get the win, 101-96. And what is going on with this Warriors team? Back-to-back losses? Not great. Steph Curry not playing last night, and they just couldn't pull through. So let's start here with the Pelicans since they got the win. Valanciunas, only 8 points last night, and they got the win. How crazy is that? Usually Valanciunas is, their top or second leading scorer consistently in all their games, but only took 6 shots. And once again, comparing this to what the Grizzlies are doing, Valanciunas was good for this Grizzlies team last season, but he did translate to wins, he did, but they did not look as good. I think they look better this year than what they did last season, and Valanciunas a little bit ball dominant, offensive dominant, big, and Valanciunas was once again offensive ball dominant big here for this Pelicans team, and he really had to be this season because Brandon Ingram in and out of the starting lineup, Zion not in the lineup at all this season, so he really had to kind of take over this team. But last night only 8 points on 6 shots, 10 rebounds, getting the ball out of his hand, not making him the kind of leading scorer for the squad on a night in night out basis, and it results in a win here. So we'll try to keep an eye on Valanciunas to see how his offensive production results into losses and wins for the remainder of the season, but maybe the Pelicans have cracked the code, maybe. Brandon Ingram had a nice night, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Herbert Jones, 13 points, and then Josh Hart, a nice 14 points to round out the starters. And then for the Warriors, like we said, no Steph Curry last night. So we have Gary Payton at the 1, Jordan Poole at the 2 to fill in for him. Gary Payton, 4 points. Yikes. Jordan Poole, 11 points on 2 of 9 from the 3 and 21% on 14 shots. Yikes. Jordan Poole couldn't step it up. But Andrew Wiggins got it done. 21 points. Led the team in scoring. Needed him to do more than what he did last night. But once again, we can always rely on Andrew Wiggins to get it done without Steph Curry. We just need, other players as well. And then Kevon Looney still playing the 5 here, 6 points and 9 rebounds. But the Warriors come up a little short here, 101-96. All right, then we get the Clippers at the Suns, last game of the night here, and this is where our bet was. Chris Paul over 9.5 assists. How many assists did Chris Paul get us last night? 10. Yes, that's a win for us, over 9.5. Bingo, bango. And you want to see this last assist right here, folks? You want to see the final bet clinching assist? Here it is. Suns up 94-85. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Chris Paul dribbles past midcourt, and their big Smith cuts to the bucket. And one. Chris Paul with the assist. Bingo, bango. And that is number 10 on the night for the man. So Chris Paul, 14 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds, getting it done. Absolutely fantastic. We had Devin Booker, not a great night. 11 points on 22% shooting on 22 shots. 0 of 7 from the 3. Trash, but he did have 10 rebounds. Then we get Jalen Smith, and this is kind of why we didn't want to swallow all those points with the Suns last night and wanted to do Chris Paul's prop bet instead, was because Phoenix had no bigs going last night. So they have Jalen Smith filling in at the 5, and he got it done. He was the one with assist number 10 for Chris Paul to hit our bet. So Jalen Smith, depth here for the Suns. Big old depth here. Jalen Smith in 32 starting minutes, 19 points. He was the second leading scorer for the squad last night, and 14 rebounds. Yes. Man, oh man, truly have to watch out for the Suns team. They're better than what they were last season, and they got to the finals last year, folks. Then we have Cameron Johnson, who led the team in scoring 24 big old points and 7 rebounds. And then for the Clippers, once again, still no Paul George. Terrence Mann filling in for Paul George at the 3, 8 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. We have Marcus Morris leading the team in scoring again, 26 points, 8 rebounds. Reggie Jackson at the 1, 16 points, 3 assists. Just unfortunate they don't have that kind of superstar closer in Paul George to play, and they've just been floundering without him this entire year. Unfortunate. But the Suns get the win, 106-89. Alrighty, those were all the games last night, and we still got 4 minutes on our clock. So let's spend the next 4 minutes here giving votes out to the All-Stars in the NBA. We've got the, let's pick the starters here. So let's get into it. Here we go. Let's start with the East and the guards. The guard play in the East. Now, you know we're not choosing anybody from the Knicks because they've got the worst guards in the league. But here we go. Who do we got here? DeMar DeRozan. Yes, that's got to be the guard. A starting guard in the NBA All-Star game. DeMar DeRozan has been on an absolute tear for the Bulls and is probably the best of their kind of big 3/4 that they have. Love it. Zach LaVine could also get the vote as well, but let's see if we can find somebody else. Jaylen Brown, no, he's missed too many games and he's not resulting in any wins. Bradley Beal's playing pretty solid out here. Trae Young's playing really good. James Harden, Kyrie Irving. Can't vote for Kyrie Irving. The man's played 1 game. Fred VanVleet, could definitely see us voting for him. The man's been getting it done for this Raptors team. Absolutely. Tyler Hero, Cole Anthony, Darius Garland, LaMelo Ball. Man, oh man, LaMelo Ball's been playing very well, but this Hornets team hasn't really, stepped up their level of play to the upper teams. So I don't know if I can vote for LaMelo Ball overall. Tyrese Maxey, that's going to be the second guard we vote on. Tyrese Maxey has been so gosh dang consistent and great, and he's kind of filling in for Ben Simmons a little bit at the 1 and all that. So I'm voting for Tyrese Maxey and DeMar DeRozan as our 2 starting guards. Zach LaVine would definitely be number 3. All right, now let's go to the front court of the Eastern Conference. We're talking forwards and bigs. We've got Durant, Giannis, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Jeremy Grant, Julius Randle. Well, Jeremy Grant's missed too many games. Kevin Durant's been playing fantastic all season long. We're going to give him a vote. Gotta vote for Giannis. He's getting it done. And gotta vote for Joel Embiid. I mean, their play by themselves are resulting into wins. What are these other backcourts that we can really vote on? John Collins, Jared Allen's been playing solid this season. Kelly Oubre Jr.'s been playing solid. Vucevic's been playing solid, but we're giving it to Durant, Giannis, and Embiid. So our starting 5 for our all-star votes in the Eastern Conference, we got DeMar DeRozan, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Giannis, and Kevin Durant. Now let's shift gears to the Western Conference in the backcourt with the guards. Who do we got? We got Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant. Gotta vote for Ja Morant. Beating the best teams, consistent, getting it done, losing Valanciunas this offseason, and still playing great basketball, 4th in the Western Conference. Gotta give it to Ja Morant. Not voting for Damian Lillard. Devin Booker's been playing solid. Nothing, I think, special. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, once again, nothing truly special. Anthony Edwards, yeah. Anthony Edwards has been playing great for this Timberwolves team. De'Aaron Fox, no. CJ McCollum, no. Russell Westbrook, big time, no. Unfortunate. Dylan Brooks, Norman Powell, D'Angelo Russell, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Poole. So it's either coming down to Steph Curry or Anthony Edwards. But the way that Steph Curry's been kind of playing ever since he broke that 3-point record, I'm going to give it to Anthony Edwards, man. This man is an absolute tear. consistent play out there for this Timberwolves team, and a huge reason why they are, on track to be solid this year. So we're giving it to John Morant and Anthony Edwards, and then the front court in the Western Conference. Got to give it to LeBron James, a vote there. This man's been on an absolute tear as well this season in his old age. No Anthony Davis, and really no Russell Westbrook because he's been playing not the best here this season. But with Anthony Davis out, LeBron James has no problem playing the 5 and all that, and he's been on an absolute tear, averaging 28 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds a game. Fantastic. That is our 15 minutes, so let's wrap it up here in the backcourt. What else do we got? We got Jokic, Paul George, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, Brandon Ingram, Porzingis, Andrew Wiggins, Valanciunas. I'm going to give a vote to Valanciunas, man. A little bit sympathy here because he had to kind of get exiled to the Pelicans, but he's been so gosh dang good for this Pelicans team. Kind of leading scorer, 18 points, 2 assists, 11 rebounds a game. We're going to give the nod to Valanciunas, and then one more guard here, or one more big out here, and I think we're gonna have to give it to Jokic. Do we give it to Jokic? Can't give it to Paul George. He's missed too many games. Karl Anthony Towns missed a couple of games out here, so we're gonna give it to Jokic. Once again, unfortunate for Jokic on the Nuggets. He's out there by his lonesome, trying to do everything in his power to single-handedly carry this team to competitive games, wins, and all that. So Jokic's been getting it done. So we're rocking with LeBron James, Valanciunas, and Jokic as our front court. So our starting 5 for the Western Conference All-Stars are John Morant, Anthony Edwards, Jokic, Valanciunas, and LeBron James. So those are our 10 All-Stars in the NBA. Alrighty, now let's quickly go through the spreads in the NBA tonight to see if we can find any great value. We hit our bet last night, but it was a prop bet, and we've got no problem betting prop bets. But let's see if we can find any great value on the spread line tonight. Tons of games in the NBA, so let's go through these quickly and see if there's any great value. First one up, Spurs at the 76ers, and hey, we just gave out some all-star votes to this 76ers team. We know this 76ers team can beat the worst teams, the bad teams in the league, and blow them out now. They're back, folks. So 76ers minus 7.5 here. Let's make sure everybody's good to go. We get to Shake Milton out, Danny Green a game-time decision, Tyrese Maxey out. Ooh, man. Tyrese Maxey being out. I'm sure Seth Curry can get it done, but with Tyrese Maxey being out, I don't want to swallow 7.5. Damn. Thought it was great value. It's still good value, not great value. We'll stay away from this one. All right, then we get the Bucks at the Nets. Bucks plus 4.5. What is going on? Why is everybody giving opposing teams points here against the Nets? The Nets, yes, they have Kevin Durant and James Harden, but other than that, this is not a good team overall. Damn. So let's. If everybody's good to go here for this Bucks team, plus 4.5 is fantastic value, and we will take that all day. For the Bucks, Brook Lopez is still out. Drew Holiday is out. Damn. Giannis is a game time decision, and Grayson Allen is still out. So not having Brook Lopez, we've got no problem with that, but having no Drew Holiday and Pat Connaughton, so where's their guards play gonna come from? Gotta stay away from betting the Bucks. Once again, so close to great value. Gotta stay away from this one. Then we get the Jazz at the Raptors. Jazz plus 11.5. Raptors minus 11.5. Seems like everybody's out here for the Jazz if they're getting 11.5 points. That doesn't make any sense. Rudy Gay, game time decision. Mike Conley out. Hassan Whiteside, game time decision. Jordan Clarkson, game time decision. Bojan Bogdanovic out. Rudy Gobert out. Joe Ingles out. Donovan Mitchell out. So, alrighty, all their depth there in starters are out for the Jazz. So we'll stay away from that. We like the Raptors, but not to swallow 11.5. No, thank you. All right, then we get the Mavericks at the Rockets. Mavericks minus 2.5, Rockets plus 2.5 here. Interesting game. Rockets coming off of a nice win. Mavericks with what? A nice 2-game winning streak? They had a nice 2-game winning streak here or more. What do we got? Mavericks, a 4-game winning streak. Oh, stunting. So for the Mavericks, Isaiah Thomas, game time decision. Porzingis is still out, and Luka Doncic is a game time decision. Then for the Rockets, everybody's good to go there. So we're going to stay away from this game, see if this Mavericks team is true contenders, and see if this Rockets team, maybe are they going to start to catch fire again and maybe rattle off another 7-game winning streak? We'll stay away from this one. I don't really know how to play that value there. All right, then we get the Wizards at the Bulls. Wizards plus 6.5. Bulls minus 6.5. Can't bet on the Wizards here. Losing to the Rockets last time we bet them. Not a great sign here. And then for the Bulls, everybody's good to go besides Alex Caruso and Javonte Green. They are both still out. So we love this Bulls team. Now, Lonzo Ball back. Not the first great outing. His first game back here. So we're going to stay away from betting the Bulls here just to see how Lonzo Ball plays. And then we'll move forward with our evaluation on the Bulls. Now that Kobe White's now not in the starting lineup anymore that we loved. All right, then we get the Timberwolves at the Thunder. Timberwolves minus 6, Thunder plus 6. Here we go. This is a back-to-back series game, so we are staying away from this. We don't bet back-to-back games, and we don't bet back-to-back series. Thunder and the Timberwolves just played each other, both their last game, and the Thunder won by 8. We bet on that, 8.5, minus 8.5. We don't cover. We're going to stay away from that one. All right, last 3 games. Kings at the Nuggets. Kings plus 8, Nuggets minus 8 here. Well, we're not swallowing any points with the Nuggets, so we're not even going to talk about this game. Then we get the Hawks at the Lakers. Hawks plus 3, Lakers minus 3. Alrighty. I don't know. We don't bet the Lakers here without full strength, so we're not going to swallow 3 there, I'll tell you that. And then we can't take 3 here with this Hawks team with all their outs and game time decisions. Bogdanovich, game time decision. John Collins, game time decision. DeAndre Hunter out. Trae Young, game time decision. Cam Reddish, game time decision. So staying away from this matchup, which leads us to the last game of the night. Cavs at the Blazers. Cavs minus 6, Blazers plus 6. Man, oh man. Rondo out for the Cavs, and Cedi Osman is a game time decision. And for the Blazers, McCollum is still out. Lillard is still out. We like this Cavs team. Swallowing 6 here. We know the Blazers moving kind of, off of McCollum and Damian Lillard with them being out, but Anthony Simon's filling in pretty solid here these last 2 games. So I don't know. I think 6 might be a little bit too much for this Cavs team on the road. So damn, all these games tonight, and we can't bet any? Damn, I think we're going to force one. We're going to go back to the 76ers game and swallow the 7.5 here. That's the best value I think we get. Yes, no Tyrese Maxey, but the Spurs, they're facing the Spurs, folks. Seth Curry will be able to get it done. They'll be able to kind of go without Tyrese Maxey in this game. So we are officially endorsing and taking 76ers minus 7.5 tonight. Lots of games on, but not the greatest value overall. So 76ers minus 7.5. Alrighty, that is all the NBA we had to go